Hey y'all, it's Coach V,
And I'm Nisha T.
and we are GIRE, but with a twist.
It's my year. It's my year. Look, God made me for this, man. It's my year. Look, ain't no more games going for the kill. Working for this way before a deal. Let's go. Cause this my year.
Y'all, welcome to episode 1 of season 2. We are so happy to finally be back on y'all's theme. But like we said in our commercial, we never left. We're always with each other. We're always brainstorming, always coming up with something. And it was so special to us to really get in and hammer this thing down. Really special. We came at y'all with season 1. We was diving in head first.
Yeah.
Building our concept, trying to establish who we are, who we're comfortable being, and we discovered a few things. So for all of y'all who are out there developing your podcast and you're thinking about going for it, man, listen, we got some tips that we can share with you that's coming up here soon.
Yeah. Back to what she was saying about the happy part. Happy, excited. We're just super excited to come back to y'all with a different flavor, a different twist. I made a comment one time before, showing a different side of ourselves, but she was like, it's not a different side. We're just going a little bit deeper of who we are as a team, as some girls, as some young ladies, as some girlfriends in real estate.
Yeah.
So just to touch back based on what she was saying about season 1, GIRE, we came to y'all as girlfriends in real estate, and when we did that at first, it was more so of us being friends in real estate, and we were gonna come to y'all with the hot news, with what's going on, with what's on our spirits, what's on our minds. But we ended up going a different route.
Yeah.
And so this time we just kind of reeling it back in.
That's right.
And we just we
jumping back in. So our thing is we are girlfriends who do real estate.
That's it.
And girlfriends in real estate was catchy, but that did not encompass who we are. So we are some ministry, praying, let loose, be you, get raw, get real people. Okay, we are gonna talk about God. We're gonna cry on this show. We're gonna be raw and relevant. You're gonna hear some things. It's gonna be some bloopers. It's gonna be things that's gonna happen because the reality is life happens. Okay, and we are on set in one of our favorite coffee shops. If you are following the girlfriends closely, you will see our different spots of where we'll be, but this is typically how we hook up, and this is what we do. We come together, and this is our brainstorming quarter. So we didn't want to be in the studio anymore, primarily because nobody can't sit still. She can't.
I mean, it ain't even about sitting still. It's just about not sitting still.
Exactly.
It ain't even about sitting still. It's just like not sitting still. It's the confinement of it all. Even though we're sitting close to each other, it's just a different deal to be out in the open. I wouldn't label myself as ADD, but sometimes I feel like ADD. In a minute, right now I'm good, but in a minute, if the longer we sit here, my legs will start shaking. I might start doing
swinging.
A little rocking, and you'll be like, oh Lord,
Of what?
when are we gonna get through? I mean, but that's just how, no matter what.
I like
it's
that little song she had to kick up in there.
Oh,
but-
and it just came to my head.
Yeah, we gotta stay moving, y'all, and we like being out in the open. Of course, you're gonna hear the coffee machine going. You're gonna hear the people talking. This is our vibe right here. We like it noisy. We like it loud. We like inspiration. We get to see people come in and out, and hey, it might even add to some of the flavor we kicking on the show. Let me tell y'all. And so, funny thing is, Nisha T. I don't know if she'll admit it, but she's in her thinking cloud right now. Because, y'all, we actually filmed episode 1.
I was gonna bring it up.
We filmed the whole segment of episode 1, y'all. And for the most part, everything we had said in there, super inspiring, super great. It was so many obstacles that tried to stop us from getting this show off the ground, y'all. It wasn't even funny. And it just continued to go that way. And so we went to our office, our normal office space, and we picked a day where it was under heavy construction.
Yeah, it's like jackhammers. I don't know if it was jackhammers, but it sounded like jackhammers, bulldozers about to knock down the building.
I hope y'all heard that, okay? Because we was just completely off guard. But anyway, you know, we're gonna try to keep going through this.
I didn't really hear her. This is take two.
Take two.
We did this whole show
all the way over,
and now we finna do it all over again.
Yeah.
So I was just telling her, I hope we can still give the same good nuggets.
I think we totally can. I tried not to let the perfectionism get in the way. Okay, but it wasn't just a little bit.
I can't sit up here and
she didn't care.
Cause she know, but she lying. She not gonna try to do nothing with no proof. She gonna try to make sure it is perfect.
29, 30, 31, 32. Tito, no! Now I have to start counting all over again.
And you know, at first, a little story about her, like insider. When we left that show, she was acting like we were gonna post it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine, cause I know Nisha T this is just perfect for her to show that we can keep going through any obstacles. But as soon as we got in the car, before we got in the car, as we were walking down the steps to walk out the front door, I said, "God, she ain't gonna let this one go."
No, I wouldn't. I could, but no, I really was. Like, I tried though. She like, give me my kudos.
No,
drop me some roses.
But not even that. You know, sometimes I think it's a detriment that I am not like trying to be a perfect person. Sometimes it can hit me in the. It can beat me down, but that's just who I am. But at the same time, to attest to her, because I mess with her perfectionist a lot, I get that one. If she would not have let that one go forward, I was going to mess with her. I'm finna lie that I can say I was going to mess with her. I was going to mess with her, and I still may mess with her about it, but I honestly get it. It's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, she overthinking it. Cause she ain't overthinking.
We balance each other out. Like that one was hard. Like I tried to make it through. Yeah, I tried to adjust the sound. I tried to find ways, and then we was sounding like, and I was like, yeah, no, we not supposed to keep it with that. So I told her, I say, sis, I say we about to go ahead and redo this one. So she was like, we about to redo the whole thing, and here I go. We need to work on our communication. And she looked at me like, what you mean? We need to work on our communication. And so, no, it was funny though, because I just knew like what's in us is in us. So whether we do it in that first show or we do it in 5 takes down the line, we still gonna come and hit y'all with some inspiration. So, you know, that's a major thing for us, but we don't want to prolong our changes too much longer. We just kind of wanted to build up to where we're going with this. Our show has switched gears.
Yeah.
So y'all know us as Girlfriends in Real Estate. We are still there because this is what we do. However, we're more than just girlfriends. We are sisters. We are business partners. We are always acting and going on ventures together. Like, you know, y'all got to see us in action to really know how we vibe. And most people who know us know, like, we have made a family connection unlike any other.
Yeah.
You know, y'all heard Nisha T stay in the first season. You know, she don't really she has a big family. So she doesn't really have to outsource and go acquire, you know, other friends necessarily. And like she said, she doing me like the men be doing the, you know, who said I love you first? She said it first. She said God called us first. You know, I did. Yes,
She did, because it was funny. I was in my own zone when we met in a real estate environment. That's how we met, in real estate. And I was minding my own business, doing my own thizzle, you know, allowing the Lord to use me.
Big pimping.
And you know, big pimping, yeah.
Spinning cheese.
What? And so she came to me and was like, God told her that we were going to walk 2 by 2. She thought I was going to look at her crazy, and I just said,
Okay.
I ain't gonna doubt you. He ain't told me,
Yeah.
but I ain't gonna say he didn't tell you. I'm not a person that's quick to listen to certain things, but I also don't. Depending on who it's from, it was from her. I knew her. I didn't know her, but I knew her. So I said, well, maybe we've been in the same vicinity. I'm just gonna see if
What
God
happened?
finally tell me, and see how it's gonna go, how it's gonna flow.
And no matter what has happened in the last 3.5 years that we have known each other some kind of way, God keeps us on the same thought pattern, in the same, atmosphere, on the same topic and point, going through similar situations. Like, we are genuinely connected. And so even when we're going through our healing phases, we make up for each other's lack a lot of the time. Like, when I'm processing some things, God has given her a word to speak and help me, get to the next level, and vice versa. And that's what true friendship and sisterhood and all that stuff is all about. Like, having true positives around us, uplifting, individuals who love you in spite of you and who understand that we are human.
Yeah.
Which leads us to our next topic. We love God. We gonna talk about God. If you don't like it, you know where to go.
Rue, wow, the Rue jumped out of you, didn't it?
We want
Oh, the smoke. Okay? So if it's something that you don't agree with, hey, comment. Tell
Yeah,
us.
because look, some things are gonna be facts. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, some stuff is gonna be facts
Yeah.
that we speak. But a lot of these things are just our opinion or opinions based on our experience of things. And this basically is facts because it will be things that we have gone through and what helped us get through certain things. And what helped us get through certain things may not necessarily help you. And may not be the way that you go about it. I'm not gonna say it doesn't help you. Let me fix that. The way we did it may not necessarily work for you.
Yeah, you may not
but it's
agree.
just our way of telling you, hey, this is how we did it. This was the outcome. It worked for me. But that's just life, period.
Period. And
You know?
sometimes, one of us is gonna play devil's advocate.
Oh,
You ain't
it's-
gonna like that, and
9 times out of 10, it's gonna be me.
It's gonna be her. So
Look,
that's
I'm the
just
type
how
of
it
person you gotta. If you can't prove it to me, I ain't just gonna just say okay.
Exactly. She was try to find every part. I don't know if it's the law enforcement part. I don't know which part it is, but she's just to break that thing down all the way through until
Hey, I can know I'm wrong.
This is the North Pole.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Where's the snow?
and she's still gonna find a way to justify it. So yes,
Right.
that's just how it goes down here on our show. So one of the things that we did was we made a change to the season's name. So in the first season, yes, we did, girl. So in the first season, you got to know the girlfriends. You got to hear about our career, field, what we do, how we serve. We brought a whole lot of really great guests on the show. Our girl Martina, woo woo, Misty with JBM, Tony is.
Y'all miss Danielle.
Oh, y'all miss Daniela, but we are gonna get her
Oh,
back
my
on
God.
another show for this season too. Daniela, we coming for you, girl.
I
Tony
think
is.
that was. I'm sorry. That was one of the. I gotta speak
That
on that. That was one of the best
It
shows,
really
and we
was.
sincerely hate y'all missed it.
Yes.
Okay, I had
But
to
we
put
not
that
gonna
out there.
get too deep into that.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
Anyway, so but Daniela, girl, you coming on this show
You
one
coming.
way or the other. Peter Carr came and hit us up with some great things. Former used to be a part of the Zillow Corporation. So, we talked about real estate
talked
and we
about
got
our
in,
real
and that was really good. And you got to see us in our professional side. Now you get to see us in our very raw, uncut, relevant, getting in your face, bringing in some special guests that's gonna help you get some healing for your soul, into this place. I say healing for your soul. Yes, I did.
And then, yes, she did, which is how we came up. I ain't gonna even say that's how we came up with
It's
the
the
name. We're gonna
original.
tell you the story on that. But
Story time is coming. So our new season 2 is entitled Hot Toddy Time. healing for your soul, y'all.
Yes.
We know that when you get, every time you get sick, okay, somebody tells you go make a hot toddy.
I am that somebody.
She is somebody. She, as a matter of fact, Nisha T has her own recipe.
So
It's probably everybody's recipe.
it's probably everybody's recipe. But I will get on your nerves. My family will tell you, don't come tell me that you sick. Don't come tell me that you tired. Don't come tell me that you thinking hard about something. Because all I'm going to say is, go make you a hot toddy. And what that hot toddy consists of, a little tea. And I use different teas, but we just going to stick with the regular. You're going to get you a little Earl Grey.
A little Earl, not oil. Earl.
Not Earl. You're going to get you a little Earl Grey. You're going to get you a little honey. You're going to get you some peppermint. And you're going to get you a little lemonade. I mean, a little lemon juice or lemon. Yeah, lemon juice or lemon. And then it's one particular little extra ingredient that you need to get. Spike that mug with a little brown.
A little brown.
People have their different browns. I use Jack. I use Crown. I use whatever brown I got around.
But if you ain't got brown, you're bound to clown. What? No, you're bound to drown, clown. That's what I'm saying. You bound to drown, clown.
I was gonna do this. What's that? I was gonna say, what's that? And then come back in. But yeah, but that's just it. And I'm sincerely hooked on that piece of advice because it has done me wonders, including my children. Like
the
my
miracle
children,
elixir.
yeah, it works to the soul.
Yes.
I've given it to my children when they were younger. As they got older, and still to this day, that is the fixer elixir go-to for me and my family, and I say that proudly every time. Even if I got on her nerves even during COVID season. She like, you can't have it, and I'm still.
And she was still drinking. I'm like, okay, well, go ahead.
Do you?
But nevertheless, though, my grandma kept us on hot toddies. My mom, my aunt, my people in general, and so it was healing for us. Hot toddy knocked out a sniffling nose. Hot toddy knocked you out. Put you to sleep. Hot toddy, it did some things for our bodies and our upbringing and growing up, and that's why we called the show that. And it was always the original show, but we went with, we not gonna lie, let's be honest, we went with what was popular, what was catchy. We let a whole bunch of opinions come in and try to advise us instead of going with what we had at first. And so, but some kind of way it comes around full circle because we were going through one of my scrapbooks. I'm a scribbler, so we'll be talking the whole time.
Like, let me interject. When she says scribbler, like, we can be on the phone. I don't even know she got her tablet. And this stuff, we talking and she jotting down notes. Like, if you ever, hey, billionaires of the world, if you need a good assistant to pay her top dollar for, that's why I said billionaires of the world. This stuff gonna have you in check. Like, she gonna have you down packed. You are not gonna miss out on anything, miss any important days. This girl, you can't even tell somebody something secretive. She gonna catch that mug. She gonna be in the other room and she gonna say, "Oh,
I brought it with me today. It's 12 in pieces, y'all. My mama bought me this. I ain't gonna just show y'all our notes, but it's a whole bunch of them now. I'ma just run it in front of the camera real quick. How I be jotting. Okay, 1,
she have trees.
2, 3.
Y'all done
Couldn't even see
it.
Hold on, do it again. Okay, don't be trying to pause and see. But I be drawing trees, y'all. I be drawing like networks, connections. Like my mind just moves like that, like circles. Yeah, hold on. Here go one of the trees. I'm gonna drop it in real quick. Hold on, drop it in real quick. Okay, don't be trying to pause and see how it goes and our dreams and stuff. Don't be looking, don't be trying. But that's how we do
That's
it.
what she does, and we're just talking. And I ain't gonna interject because she too much because she was already telling the story.
Yeah.
But let's just say that we were on the phone not too long ago and trying to figure out to how to bring GIRE back together, and GIRE just wasn't coming together.
No,
and so she
that wasn't
found
ringing
her
out for
good.
us.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And so she came across this, and she got me on the phone. She said, "Sis, look," she told me a whole story, and then she said,
And then I was just like, this is always who we've been. You know, this GIRE just did not speak to us. That is who we will continue to carry, the GIRE brand. You know, we got it licensed, we got it, all that stuff. It's a part of us, so it's Hot Toddy Time with GIRE. But Hot Toddy Time is really who we are. We want to bring healing. We want to inspire. We want to impact. We want to see your life change. You know, we want to give more giveaways.
"Good, we want to see y'all life change, but we gonna have to do some changing too, and
Yeah,
y'all
and
get
y'all
to
gonna
see
see
some
us
of
on
that
camera.
unfold." So
Yeah, you definitely gonna see me because I'm sensitive. Listen, if it touch my heart, you gonna see. The ugly cry. I ain't finna try to do it cute. It's gonna be ugly. You hear me?
and
it
if
touch
and
my
if
heart.
I cry, then you know.
If she cried,
Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because
to be real deep, because I don't know, you know, she gonna
Pray
try
for
to, she got her glasses on, and she gonna try to
Pray.
raise them a little bit and dab underneath
I'm gonna do this.
when she fuck her eyes. Yeah, so we don't want to, you know, we want to get into the topic for season 1, episode 1, and we thought it was so good to start with this topic. And today it is every year is my year. That is a major one because we observed the critics. We saw so many people going down our timelines, going down, you know, just everywhere, criticizing people who say, this is my year.
Yeah,
And maybe they said last year,
They
this
said-
is my year.
and then maybe they said it the year before that. Maybe they've been saying it for the last 10 years of their life, and people look at that. It's like they gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's true and
It's
dear
true.
to my heart and my soul.
Yeah, and people are always evolving. Like, you got to look at it like, if you're saying that this is my year and then next year is my year and then next year is my year, well, maybe there's some type of internal evolution that has taken place. It's just like people who lose weight. Somebody might say, this is my year to get back in my size 10. This is my year to wear a bikini. This is my year. You know, it's just phases. I mean, as we have grown up as human beings, every year is our year. So I'm going to be the first one to start off and say, I hate it when y'all come for people and say, when they say new year, new me, you go, no, you still the same you. Yeah, they probably are still the same them. But eventually, if they keep planting the seed, man, that is about to change. And
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that'll say new year, new me, because my husband need a new version of Valencia. Every other week.
An evolved, just an evolved Valencia, evolved Tanisha. For me, new year, new me, new year, is my year. This year is my year. That, to me, that's just telling me that even my ups and downs, as long as I can get through it, that has been my year. As long as I push through it, oh, I had a great year.
great year.
It could have started out tumultuously, but by the time I got to month 6 and month 12,
Yeah.
if I even got to a part of that breakthrough, that's a good year to me because I'm not where I started. I'm not
Exactly.
where I was, but I'm not where I used to be.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where
you
I used to be. That's
And
what I
see,
wanted to say.
That was the thing, because it's just like even with our show, it was like, this is our year to really take this show to the next level. We ain't gotta, you know, amass hundreds of thousands of followers.
We don't.
Just because we bring in different new content, that's a whole new different way and swag that we're introducing, you know. And 100 people could have did the same thing, but guess what? We supposed to come up in here and they may be doing the same type of show, but they ain't Coach V.
And they ain't Misha T.
So this is what you get from us, and if you love us, you're following us, you're on. Like I said at first, there's a whole bunch of giveaways and things that's coming forward. Keep following our show very closely. I want to talk to the people out in the audience who believe that every year is your year, or maybe this year is your year, and that's your first time really saying it. Like, what is it that makes that a special saying for you? What are you hoping to achieve? Because we firmly believe, like, if you put that out in the atmosphere, you will have what you say you will have. And you never know who's tuning into the show. So what do you want in your life? Drop it in the comments so that maybe somebody who holds the key, your 6 degrees of separation person, is watching this show, going through the comments and seeing something that you want or some business that you have that maybe they can use. Go ahead and drop that in the comments if you're watching this show.
And I'm finna backdoor on what she just said. A lot of times, and this is true, it's a true comment, a true statement where, you know, we have this thing where it's, you know, be quiet about what you know, walk in silence. I think there's a time, I don't think, the Bible says there's a time and a place. And so there are times to walk in silence. And then there are times to put it out in the atmosphere like she just said. Because of that very reason. You will know when it's time to say something.
For real.
You will be in the presence of somebody or someone where you feel like, oh, this is my time to say something.
Yep, they got the keys.
They got the keys. They got the keys. Or they have the contact sheet of the person who has the keys. The Rolodex is what I was thinking. They have the Rolodex.
The Rolodex.
You know.
How many of y'all got a Rolodex? If somebody still got a Rolodex,
it's in your phone.
Raise your hand. Drop me a hand up emoji.
It's in your phone.
Oh, you talking about a digital Rolodex?
It's just digital, virtual, whatever the words we use.
Digital Rolodex,
you know?
because she telling off on her age. Rolodex. Somebody got the Rolodex.
Somebody got the Rolodex.
That's gonna help you get to where you trying to get. I'm just telling you.
You know, I'm just saying. Why she hating?
Okay.
You see how haters gonna hate?
Hey,
nah,
haters, they gonna hate. And players, they gonna play.
They gonna play all
but
day.
your Rolodex.
It's gonna get you through all the way. You know?
Okay, Dr. Seuss, 1 fish, 2 fish. Okay, I see you. So somebody got the keys to get you to the next level in your life, y'all. And you know, that's what it's all about. You know, just being able to get with that person who has it. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's how we came together. So we was literally, you know, I knew that year when I met Nisha T, it was my year. I was just getting into real estate. I had a goal to really soar and really kill it. You know, I was on a team, you know, and I really wanted to do great things with my life. I wanted to have freedom with my family. I wanted to, you know, be able to travel. I wanted to do all those things. And those of you who know me and have followed me closely, you know, I got a chance to go and do some dream trips. You know, I went to Europe, London, Paris. You know, we was in Jamaica. We had gone off to Jamaica. We went to Mexico like a whole bunch of times. We had went to a whole bunch of other different states. You know, I was able to take my kids to different places, and you know, and more trips are coming. Actually, there's one in the works right now. I'm trying to bum her trip. I'm like, I'm going. She's talking about, I'm taking my sister. I say, you taking this sister too?
It'll fit. Oh, it'll fit.
Anybody who wants to join us, just let me know.
Yeah, we getting on the
we
body
on
here.
this mug.
Yes, and so we are for certain. So, you know, that was one of those things where that was my year. Yeah. But I also knew that if I wanted to scale, if I wanted to grow, and let me tell y'all something. When I went to Nisha T and I gave her the word that I had received, I was thinking business-wise. I had no idea that being connected to her was going to help me gather the confidence, the self-awareness, and the assurance that I needed to get to the next level.
I didn't know you was gonna say that.
In my life, yes. I had a lot of emotions that I was processing. You know, I was feeling trapped. I was feeling encapsulated in somebody else's vision. I truly loved their vision, but I knew that God had more, and that wasn't my end-all be-all. So when Nisha T came along, she had a whole way and demeanor about herself that was like, listen, you are who you are. You can't worry about other people. Other people gonna be all right. You need to worry about what's good for V. What's good for V's mental and emotional health? What's good for your finances? What's good for your... And she didn't say it exactly like that. It built up over time.
Because you have to realize, and you will probably hear me say this all the time about her. The thing about this girl is she's very smart. She is very skillful.
I probably hit her one time. I'm gonna take it all in.
She's very skillful. One thing, and I'm gonna say that I said in the first take that we did that y'all didn't get to see was literally, and I'm saying this kind of jokingly, but I'm serious. Like, you can have a 10,000 page book on the table. Everybody will walk past that book. This helper will pick it up, read every page, highlight it, make notes, and then she will be able to apply that as if she is the professor of whatever, I'm looking for the word.
Author?
No, not even so. I guess
Yeah,
just
you
a
said it right, the
profession. I
professor.
said just the professor or the professional of that
Industry or
topic,
topic.
or yeah. So, and you know, I would sit back and watch her. I think I'm a watcher. I say that, but I think I'm a watcher, and I've watched her, and before we even just got cool and close, I just used to watch her and just thinking, like, this stuff will be on her thistle. And so it's like, at some point we were talking, she didn't realize that, and I'm like, the hell?
I had no self-awareness or assurance whatsoever, y'all. I was struggling with imposter syndrome like a big dog.
She would, and it's like she would be trying to figure out, well, what I'm going to do, or how am I going to do this, and I don't know what to do. Negro, I almost... Disclaimer, I may say the N-word every now and then, but I'm going to try not to.
But the politically correct way.
It's Negro.
That's what it's on my birth certificate. And some of your oldest Negroid.
But
yeah.
I'm like, you know how to do this. This is you. Heck, I need to be in disclaimer, because I would not go. I tried not to go to her for help, but I'll be like, I need to come to you for help. What do you mean you don't know these things? She was on every year is literally her year, because this helper is just picking up new information about anything. Every year she is adding on to her wisdom, her education, whatever it is that she is going to do it. If you need to know how to heal a sore on the bottom of your foot,
I probably read it, researched it, and looked it up, and it's gonna be healed in 24 to 48 hours. No, but
she might kill you first.
But you're gonna come back alive
She gonna
again.
go in on this way, but seriously.
But I appreciate that. You
But
know,
no, that irritated me to my soul about her, to know something. So if it's somebody in your life, because sometimes people dwell on it, and they thrive on the fact that they standing next to somebody who don't know what they about, and they gonna use them up till they gone. And so, but if you have somebody like that in your life, make sure if they don't see it in themselves, pull that mess out of them. Let them know, because I'm just gonna admit it. She better than me at a whole lot of things. I ain't gonna. This the last time I will admit it. If she wanna hear it again, she can come back and push play.
Okay.
She's better than me. And she's better at some things. A lot of things better than me. It's a lot of things she's better than me at.
and vice versa. And vice
It's
versa.
just
Like,
what that is.
I appreciate the roses, but vice versa, like, I gotta give you a whole bunch of roses too. Because, like I was saying, she really helped me to identify who I was. I didn't see any of my potential, like, to be honest. And I'm gonna tell y'all from experience, if you don't know or see who you are and what you're capable of, somebody else will see it and they will use it to their advantage, to advance their business. And when they realize that you really have no clue, they will literally, I'm talking about, work you like a slave
Like a dog.
in their vision. Some people truly, genuinely feel that it's not their fault that you don't know who you are. They just need what they need. And sometimes, you know, this is now, I don't know, Nisha T is normally, you know, the advocate, the opposition's advocate. But, you know, I'm going to be real with you. You know, sometimes when, you know, people are coming to you and they're using you and you don't know what you're capable of and they're pushing you and their vision, like those people are going to feel like, hey, not only is it not my responsibility to tell you that, but let me see how further I can get.
Yeah, from you.
From you.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just tired. I was gaining weight. I was exhausted. You know, my family was not prospering the way, you know, that when I was in that place. And so, you know, one thing about our relationship is it has just helped me to build so much confidence. And, you know, not just Nisha T, like we have other sisters we pray with every single morning, you know, out there. And one of my other sisters, you know, who literally poured into me consistently and all the time, you know, to help me build that and develop that. But one thing about Nisha T that I love, and she talks about me picking up a book and reading it and researching it, is I'm an overthinker a lot of the times. Nisha T has the ability to overthink, but she chooses simplicity. You know, she chooses let's get it done. You know, that is a good thing. Now we gotta find balance with each other, because when I'm obsessing about, you know, is this right? Does this look right? Does this appeal right? Nisha comes to that point where she's able to say, who give a daggone do? That's her favorite word, daggone do. I don't give a daggone do what they think. And sometimes she might rhyme or bubblegum shoe, you know, whatever. But she's a person where, you know, we are both Jacks or Janes of all trades. We both have our hands in a whole bunch of stuff. We both transition very easily. She has mastered the art of getting into those things and, you know, completing those projects. Now, her projects get bigger and bigger, so... You know, but when she is happy and she's excited about something, okay, she's going in. And I admire that about her, because I have a whole lot of ideas, but I don't just go. That's one of my biggest weaknesses. I don't just go do what I thought about doing. With her, she's like, get it out there, just go, you know, get it done.
But she's doing it. That was her. That was the OB in 2022. This
New year, new me.
You know, she on that thing. She on that thing. And to me, hers is New Year, New Me. Mine is New Year, New Things.
Yep.
And she is doing those new things.
And so is she.
Selfish plug. Go ahead, selfish and shameless. Go to a billionaire
Tech Bay. Billionaire Tech Bay. So that is another one of our marketing and advertising companies, and I'm so excited about that one because that was like my little baby. And so, but you know, something we gonna jump into because we only have so much time left, you know, is going back to that New Year, New Me, or every year is my year thing. So one thing that I was highlighting was, you know, Nisha T does her projects, right? And she puts her hands in a whole lot of things. And one thing she said on that first recording was, you know, some people may perceive it as unstable or instability, you know, because she's always coming up and forming new businesses, new ideas, like all of that stuff.
And I think that's why we work well together, because we both do have so many ideas. And
but there's a visionary and an integrator with us.
Yeah.
And we keep each other accountable.
We do. And I just want to put out to anybody who feels like that, you know, since they were younger, they were doing this, they were doing that. Because I've been in the candle business, I've been in Avon. Me and my kids' dad did a window washing business. We've done some of everything, but I can say that I was successful. I feel like I was successful because we were able to pay some bills. And that was success to me. And those were my years, each and every year that I did something different. So anybody who feels like I got too much, first of all, if you feel like you don't know where to start, jot everything down. What can you do right now? What do you have the resources to do right now? Start with that. Move forward, add on as you go. Give yourself some time frames. I'm a complete. You may not complete it, but that time frame is creating urgency.
Yep.
It's creating accountability within yourself.
Yeah.
Because okay, I gave myself this date. Oh my God, I'm a week away, and I still have not done even a couple of things. Let me get on.
Yeah.
Let me get on.
Yeah, do it in micro bits, macro bits. You know, take it step by step. Nisha T wrote a book. Y'all is coming. So excited. And I said I was gonna say it because that should give her more motivation to go ahead and get it out. That's my accountability right there.
Oh, it's in editing
Yes,
right now.
and I'm so excited. You know, I'm so excited, and I'm thankful for her. You know, we both had two different perspectives. Jane of all trades, but one that's, you know, bringing all of her gifts out and finding fulfillment in doing it. And then for me, you know, I was a believer that, hey, you got to master one and then your gifts make room for you, you know, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I put all that time into real estate, into doing that, and don't get it twisted. I love my clients. I love doing real estate. I love what I do, but I was still feeling unfulfilled.
Yeah.
Because I had so many things I like to do. I'm a writer. I love poetry. I love singing. I used to dance. I don't dance anymore.
And this is on TikTok.
Okay, now, you know, on TikTok, yes. But those are all the things that I found joy in. And so because I found joy in those things, you know, I always wanted to be able to do all of those things at one time. And I even remember when I was getting into real estate, I was like, I want this to go in my real estate company, that to go, and this, that, da, 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 da. And a person had said to me, you know, that could be niche-y, and, you know, you need to focus on one thing. And if you focus on one thing, everything will work. Some of that did ring true. Because I focused on real estate and I put all my time and attention in that, then I was able to, like I talked about at first, get that financial freedom, go, you know, travel with my family, do all of that stuff. But, you know, a business owner has their obstacles. You know, everybody goes through things in their business. Nothing we'll be able to talk about on the upcoming seasons. You know, but nevertheless, I had to evolve. I had to figure out a different way to do business, you know, to be able to bring my passions back to life.
Yeah.
So this year is my year.
Yeah.
You know, because I aspire to, you know, do some different things and to get into some different things. So if y'all writing plays, if y'all doing movies, if y'all doing things like that, you know what I'm saying? Hit Coach B up, because I would love to feature.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my passions. That's our passions. Actually, we have, both of us went to acting school and didn't even know it.
Yeah. I was going to say that earlier. With God putting us together, we have so many similarities that it is funny. You would think, we have so many similarities, you would think that if I told a story, then I'm telling her story. Or if she told a story, she telling Nisha T's story.
Or, you know, you just had the Me Too people. Me Too!
Yes, and that is us 24/7. So I went to KD studio.
And I went to Catherine Hart's studio, Heart and Soul Studios. And, you know, we both went there and got acting lessons in and wanted that to be our, you know, path and our trail. And, you know, in some kind of way, you know.
It did. I could tell y'all my story on one of those.
On another episode?
It's a story.
Because God bless the broken road that led me back to you.
I know that part.
I mean, not back to you because, you know, we had just met, but.
Well, they were souls that had met in the air.
Yeah.
And so he brought us back together.
Okay. All
you
right,
know
guys.
how they say in another lifetime? I knew you in another lifetime.
Okay.
So.
Remember that time we went to the Great Gatsby in 1920 and we had on
When I
that?
started doing it. Yes. And then you started dancing with my boo, and I didn't like that, not one bit.
But you know, I don't remember that far back. Yeah, that's how it is though. We feel like we've known each other always. And so, but back to the topic, you know, this year is my year, and you know, we are just praying that y'all see a lot of wonderful, great things from us. If you own your own business, or you know, you have overcome obstacles to get where you are, please DM us. We'd love to feature you on our show.
If you are, if you have a certain profession that can help with healing,
please, we are
let us
wanting
know
to
that
get
as well.
a therapist or a counselor, somebody who deals with mental health in all different communities, especially minority communities as well. Let's talk about it because we know it's not a popular thing in our community. We hope to feature a bunch of guests. I got a bunch of people I can't wait to get on this show. One of my spiritual mothers, sisters, just friends Nisha T has, and it doesn't have to be specifically only in those regions. You could get on here and talk about, the healing that you have experienced on your path, and in your journey, because there's somebody that is a clothes owner. They selling clothes, they're selling bundles, they selling whatever. And they are experiencing some real obstacles and they don't know how to get past. Yeah, and so if you are really truly having success in your business and you don't mind coming on Hot Toddy Time to share with our viewers and audiences and sponsors, please, come on. Also, we are calling for sponsors. If you want to get your business advertised or highlighted in here, because we will be moving this around. Please send us your information. We'll send you back our sponsor package, so that you can be featured on our show, both on podcasts. If you have a script you would like us to, read, to highlight your product, please send that in with it. We'll work through all of the details there. But we are so happy and so excited, as we mentioned earlier, about this new show.
And I don't know about you, but I feel like I have like a burden has been lifted. Like,
ooh,
I feel
we
light.
Be ourselves.
I feel light. So
Hallelujah.
I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Woo! Now act like you got electrocuted. Yes, Lord. Okay. We hyped up about this. So, it's your year. And, we hope you've been inspired by our show. We hope you got your checklist together, start micro and macro, adding deadlines onto your goals. Like we said, we'll have another show where we're able to really kind of walk through how to highlight that. But, we just gonna keep this thing moving season after season. Be tuning in, be watching closely, listen for keywords that we drop. Those keywords can be the keys you need to get you to the next level. Our raffle, our giveaway, be ready, okay? Because we are coming bigger and better. And our sponsors are going to help us and enable us to be able to do giveaways of their products as well. Shout out to Monique Hadnot, y'all, who literally won $200 on the last episode. And it played out just at the perfect time because it was the Christmas. Yep. And so, so much we didn't know, but she was so grateful, was able to go get her children things for Christmas. It was a beautiful show and highlight to our show. So we are so happy about that.
And we want to push that forward. We want to keep doing that.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, I don't want to just put us underneath the bus, but I think every season we ought to do what the season number is. So if it's season 1, that was 1 year. If it's season 2, it's 2.
3. 4. 5.
Before we end, please hit the like button. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe, all that good stuff.
And if you are looking at us on Instagram or Facebook, please follow our page, like it, comment down below. Like we said, we want all the smoke. You don't agree with what we said, or if you have some step-by-step things you'd like to fuel the audience and you want to share with the community, please share it with the community. We'll be so happy to see that interaction going on. Engage with us, y'all. Talk to us. Also, before we look, I was about to say before we hang up. Before we hang up this call, go ahead and drop us topics that inspire you, that you would like to hear. Okay, and get deep with it. We ready to go there.
Cause we already got topics there.
Yeah, that are real deep.
They're real deep.
Okay, we ready to go truth or dare. And for all y'all who wondering, this is sparkling rainwater. So right now, and no, that's not just some fancy drink. It is fancy though. It's got that little sparkle to it. Vibe with us this season. You know, if you have some new music, let's say that too before we get off. You got some new music that you wanna debut now. No, we gonna use discretion. We ain't gonna lie to y'all and be like we just supposed to pump every song up out there. Cause listen, okay, don't be sending us no. We miss Robert. We don't listen. Okay?
Hey, I like this song.
Okay. All right, somebody.
I think that's a number one. Nah,
Yeah, but if you got new music, you got a new show, new play, new something that's coming to town, events. If you have events, we will be highlighting events on this show. So if you send us information about your event and you want us to share, you know, about the event that's coming up,
Send it on
over. And if our events list gets too long, we will not be sitting here talking about for today's morning announcement.
2 hours later.
Event 329.
Exactly. We're gonna put it on our site and then, you know, go from there. And so, but if it's something that you want to get out there, please let us know. We'd love to help you.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen.
So, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love
Yes.
y'all
See
so
y'all on the
much.
next.
And to our faithful followers, thank you.
Thank y'all for coming
for
back.
coming back.
It's my year. It's my year. Look, God made me for this, man. It's my year. Look, ain't no more games going for the kill. Working for this way before a deal. Let's go. Cause this my year.